Welcome back, everyone, to the Lonely Basement Baseball Cards. And today, guys, I am rummaging around and cleaning and still moving, still working on some new scenarios for this rack, as we now have this rack. And it's always fun to play around with your cards in your card room. And you see things you haven't poked into in a while. And Mountain Dew. You know, guys, this has red 40 in it. My Mountain Dew Kickstart. It's going to be banned. But we have a little kickstart to keep us awake this morning. And we enjoy our Mountain Dew in the morning. Try to drink coffee, but coffee lately has given me a little, can lodge it. So we're working on some Mountain Dew once in a while for the caffeine rush. So, what are we talking about? As we maneuver things around, this box, look at those stains. What are those? This box was closed up probably, I don't know, in the 90s. And when I got my cards back home, I did open it and peek in and go, okay, that's what's in there. And then I closed it back up. But I didn't do a full kind of deep dive. And this is a box of boxes. So I wanted to go through here and kind of see what's in here, because they don't really need to be in a box. But let's see what we got today, guys. It is literally a box of boxes. 1988 game winners. These are Magic Motion baseball cards and trivia cards. I had a habit, guys, of So this is a Bobby Mercer. Hold on. Hold, please. I was on top of this. Sometimes I feel like people go in my cards and mess with me. I have a stack of these photos. And I feel like this is from that stack. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be in there. Am I crazy? No, these are different. These are like photos, Yankee photos. Was there a Bobby Mercer photo on top of 1988 score game winners? That's odd. We got the Magic Motion cards in there. The old Chinese Ninja Stars. I'm not going to open everything, guys, but now I'm curious because this is right on top. What's in here? I don't remember game winners, Magic Motion cards, specifically what they look like. Ah, yes, these ones. Who's right on top? Donnie Baseball. Number 1. Number 1 in the set. Number 1 in our hearts. All right. Schmidt, Rick Roden. So these are all game winners. 88 score. I'm going to have to double check that Donnie, because if I don't have that Donnie, it's always a never-ending battle with sets, guys. I have the boxes. I don't want to take the cards out. And I want to keep them complete, but I need to pull the Donnies out, and then I end up buying the Donnie separately and keep the set complete. It's kind of a waste of money sometimes. I'm not sure, guys. I'm putting it back. It fits right in there. Why would there be a picture of Bobby Mercer on top of a box of score game winners? All right. Ooh, 89 Woolworths Heroes of Baseball. See, some of these we got to look at to see what we're looking at. Ooh, red, white, and blue. There's a Winfield. These are cool cards. Kind of like this set. I think they used to use a lot of the test sets. These are 89. You know, the score. There's the Donnie. See? I don't think I have that card in my Mattingly collection. He's over here. I think a lot of these sets they used to kind of use as test sets, because a lot of the sets are kind of similar color frame, unless it's just an ink thing where it was easier to use the red, white, and blue on multiple things. If you don't know the Fleer Award winners, you don't know. Baseballs, exciting stars. There's probably a Mattingly in every one of these boxes, guys. Fleer Baseball All-Stars. I know this Mattingly is in my set, my collection. I like these. These are I remember these very well. The 86 Sluggers versus Pitchers. These are one of my childhood fave box sets. They had the little crinkle on top. There's a Mike Witt. There is a beautiful Donnie Baseball. In Gem Mint 1986 fashion. It's a little top to bottom. Just a hair top to bottom, unfortunately. Dave Stieb. Mike Schmidt. Always like that box set. KB Toys. Love our KB Toys. I know I have that KB Toys manually separate. Fleer Baseball Superstars 1987. Everything was Baseball Superstars back then. Yep, these are the classic. You remember those cards. I'm sure there's a Donnie in there too. Let's see. These are the nice cards. Most of you probably remember these from back in the day if you were around back then. These were the Topps Collectors Series Baseball Highlights. These are cool cards. They're nice and super glossy. Like a Tiffany, there's a Ricky right on top. Jose. And right behind Jose, there's Mr. Mattingly. Beautiful. I don't know about that swing, though. It looks like a weak ground ball swing to me. Reggie. Baseball highlights. Gary Carter. There's the World Series stuff in here. We don't need to look at the 86 World Series, do we? A lot of 86 World Series cards in here from the highlight set because it was the highlights. Beautiful Rigetti. And a lot of... This set is basically... A third of this set is the 86 World Series. What else is in here? Revco. What did Revco look like? As we make a mess of the empty card table. These are interesting. I remember these now. Those are Revcos. It was either these are tops. It was either tops or Fleer with these sets, guys. Every once in a while, there's a card in some of these. It's a decent, kind of cool card. Like an early pre-rookie or somebody. And then other times, they're just all the same. There's a lot of Kevin Seitzers, you know? Juan Samuel. There's no Mattingly in this box. It doesn't mean I don't have it. There might not be a Mattingly in this set. Let's see. At quick glance, if you remember these, they all have the checklist usually on the box. If I saw a box set at Walmart or Revco or Woolworths or Kmart, it was purchased. Back in the day. We'll put it back after. As we build our stack. I like these cards too, guys. These are Rite Aid cards. These boxes are minty fresh. You remember these? These are Rite Aid cards. In all their shiny glory. Like Schmidt. Trying to see if there's anything interesting in here, but it's the usual suspects. Oh, there we go. There's my Donnie Baseball. Team MVP. So these are the team MVPs. There's a cool Dale Murphy card. Color match. Color match. Get that slabbed. That's a color match. Hall of Famer, Jack Morris. Yep. Toys R Us. Baseball rookies. The red box. There you go. The rookies. This one's for Andrew. Toys R Us cards. We love our Toys R Us in the basement. There's a nice David Cone. The boxes are impeding me here, guys. Let's see. Mike Greenwell, John Smiley, Devon White. This is literally all the cards we used to chase of all the players who never made it. There's McGuire, Casey Candell. Dead air. cards of Ken Caminiti. There's like nobody in this set of rookies that actually became anything. That Cone's probably the best card in there. The end of the row, guys. What are these? These are Pro Set. If you remember, Pro Set used to do a lot of promotional stuff, and these are Pro Set golf cards. They would put them in these little things. You could get them for free at card shows. A Bob Tway and a beautiful Lee Trevino. I really liked the Pro Set cards when they came out. They did the gold, the silver, the multicolors. Pro Set, Superstars, music cards. Hammer Time. And of course, the great, late Jimi Hendrix. These have literally been in here for 40 years. NFL Pro Set, a couple of those. All right, Russ Browner, and a little Forrest Gregg for you. They didn't even exactly give you the Barry Sanders for free, did they? And then there's the free Barry Sanders. I spoke too soon. And the second greatest running back in this folder, Blair Thomas, Penn State, your New York Jets, #1 draft pick. How did that work out? What do we got here? These are cool. Save those a minute. 88 Topps USA Baseball. Got my hands on these because everybody wanted the 85 McGuire. And there's nothing in here. I mean, there's one or two cards. But Fleer Miniatures. I already have a Donnie from here. Tiny cards. Lance McCullers. There's a Cal Ripken. So tiny. So tiny. So most of these I'm going to take out of the box, guys. This could be interesting. Star Pro Prospects, 1991. Who knows? Some secret card in here that I don't know about. Probably like a Bo Kimball or something. So these cards, guys, will not be looked at. They got a little paper wrapper on them. We're not going to break the paper wrapper, are we? I will research these and make sure they like to say thank you. Make sure there's nothing exciting in here. I seriously doubt it. More rookies. 87 rookies. The 87 Donruss rookies. Who's in there? Oh, there you go. There's a Bo. There's a beautiful Bo. Little OC, of course. As everything in these boxes tend to be. A McGuire, if you care for Mark McGuire cards. Terry Steinbeck, Ken Williams, Mark Davidson, Gene Larkin. Yep, these are the ones that I got, not the ones that had all the good players in them that became worth something. Mike Jackson, Lester Lancaster, Matt Williams. There's Matt Williams. Casey Candell, Devon White. Come on, guys. Jim Lindemann. I know there's some Jim Lindemann fans out there. There's a Cone in here. Rafael Palmeiro, the B.J. Surhoff. Everybody wanted B.J. Surhoff cards. Back in the day. He made us regret that, didn't he? Huh. How about a pack fresh 87 Donruss rookies, Greg Maddux. Huh. That's centered. Kevin Seitzer again, Chris Bosio. There you go. There is a Greg Maddux in there. Looking pretty decent. That might be worth $1. A couple big boxes left, guys. 87 Fleer. I don't know if these even been out. I probably overpaid greatly for these. Who's in the 87 Fleer? This is why you do research before you do a video. 89 Fleer. Update. And then, of course, the 85 Fleer update. No 84. Why don't we have the 84? Because it was probably actually expensive back in the 80s. Let's see. Let's do a run here of 85 Fleer update. Safe in their box. Probably for 40 years or so. Vince Coleman. Ooh, that's a good card. Ricky 85 Fleer update. Hojo. Jack Clark. Gary Carter. John Tudor. Like that, Ricky. Worth the price of admission. Larry Sheets. A lot of Yankees in here. Made a lot of trades that year. Vance Law, Rick Cerrone. There's a Dusty Baker. Going to the A's. One more. These are cool. If you've seen these before, these are the J.D. McCarthy. I believe they're like pretty cheap on the interweb, but they came in this shiny black box. And being a kid and not being able to buy vintage cards too much because they were expensive, we'll look at this set. I know it's still running, guys. It's been a couple days. There's J.D. McCarthy himself and Teddy Ballgame. These are in the 1969 set. Lou Brock. They look like that on the back. There's a Yaz. There we go. Come on, they can't even center it in a box set. 69 Mickey Mantle. Name in yellow. There's a Maris. That's a beautiful Roger Maris card. The Walter Alston, definitely OC. That's like an 8 OC right there. Send that to SGC. Cool, Ernie Banks. Billy Williams. It's the kind of fun stuff we had in the 80s. Hank Aaron. I don't know if these have any value at all, but I'm pretty sure you can get these for like 10 bucks, 15 bucks online. At least you could. The way reprints and sets like this are going up. Great DiMaggio with the gray hair. Probably spring training there. Joey D. These are printed in 86. There's Casey Stengel with the mitts. These are from JD's stock photos, a lot of them. He's a classic photographer of baseball back in the day. There's a Duke with the Metsies. That's an interesting one, actually. Robin Roberts in his Yankee uniform, spring training, which he never pitched for, but he was in spring training. There's the Mays. Willie Stargell coming up. Big Willie Stargell fan growing up. Love Willie. There's a Whitey. I always like the Pirates. I was a Pirate kind of guy. I like the Pirates, like the Cubs, Cardinals. I pretty much liked anybody in the NL East except the Mets because they all would play the Mets. So Marichal, Jim Bunning, winding down, Matty Alou. But I am just surrounded. There's the Koufax. These are just cool. And the Clemente. OC, of course. Fresh in the pack. But these are just cool cards. This is just a ride down 80s memory lane for me. There are cards everywhere. And this is the kind of stuff we used to buy in 1986, 87, 88. Instead of buying singles of Mickey Mantle, we would spend our allowance on things like this. Well, that's what I got for you guys. I just wanted to show what's in this box as I debox it because these things are getting moved around. And little run down memory lane. I pretty much remember buying most of this stuff. And there are cards everywhere now. Well, you all have a great day. Stay away from the red dye number 40 in your Mountain Dew. Or in my case, drink it up while it lasts. And the polar vortex is here, so I will go to attempt to stay warm and not freeze. And you all have a great one.